Okay. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to our Valiant webinars. My name is Jose Viguer. I will be hosting this webinar also with the help of Manuel Castells, the engineering director of the company, who will help us later with the technical issues or things on the hydraulic super strip. Well, I will have also here my colleagues Julian and Iris from the Expo department who are helping us also. They are part of the Success Valiant team here in this factory. Okay, I would like to tell you that we will disconnect all the microphones, so we will try to have a better sound because here it is much noisy, and perhaps we will go better without the sound of the microphone. But if you need any query, any question, you can type on the chat, and we have people in the office that will help you with the reply in the moment. So we will be with a fluent communication. Well, I would like to thank you. We are very pleased to have you here for at least 30 minutes with us. I know this is sometimes it's difficult, and that's why we are pleased, and thank you for that. We will focus this webinar on the hydraulic super lift, as we told before. But before going to see and check that lift, I would like to take a tour to the factory so you can see with us a quick view of the factory and see how we manufacture our lifts here in Belgium. In this moment, we are located in the machining area. Here is where we mechanize, where we manufacture all the parts of the Belgian lift. For example, this is the CNC machine, computer in control machine, that is manufacturing every part. Here you have the raw material, for example, it goes into the machine, it's machinized or it's machined, and then like these ones, for example, and then here you can see, as an example, the finished part. Okay, we can also see here, see here, for example, the spindles, the screws. These are the screws that are going inside the post of the electromechanical two-post lift here. These screws are manufactured in that machine, and if you can see now, that machine is one of the best heritage received from our parent company, Istobal. That machine is working here from the beginning, perhaps the 60s. Well, we can go on with the tour. Now we go on in this machining area where we are manufacturing all these parts. We can see here on our right hand the bending machine. Okay, it's bending the sheets of iron. This is 400-ton strength and 6 meters wide. Okay, for bending mainly the post. And now here we are in the welding area. Come with me. Perhaps we can see now the robot welding, automatic welding. Okay. We cannot see directly to the robot, but you can see through the images. It's welding these parts. These are the wagon lift, the lifting wagons. Okay, the carriages, which are completely welded here with our robot welding machine. Well, we can go on with the tour straight that way, where we will see, for example, the raw materials coming into the factory as the iron sleeves. Okay, these iron sleeves will be later cut. I would like to, to show you this completely manufactured here in Europe. Okay, this iron sleeves will will be cut from that machine that you can see that side. Okay, that is the laser cutting machine. We get this, for example, we can see here one sheet. let me go to here. Okay, this will be cut from the laser cutting machine. Will go into the machine, and I'm not sure if you can see. We can get an image from here. In this moment, perhaps if we go this side, we can we can see how we are in this moment cutting the shapes of, yes, these are the shapes of the ramps of the scissor lift. Can you? Yeah, perfect. We can see there how this machine is laser cutting the shapes of the ramps in a scissor lift. Okay, then we can go on with the visit through here. We are now getting into the assembling area. For example, in this side, we can see the platforms. I think these are the platforms of, for example, this one is the platform for a 25-ton heavy-duty four-post lift. I think this is the 8-meter one. Okay, and here many other parts for the four-post lift. The carriages here, cables for the heavy-duty 4-ton lifts. And well, this is good. Here we can see how we are assembling one four-post lift. I think this is the 30-ton. Yeah, this is the 30-ton four-post lift. Here we can see the carriages. Good afternoon. And here we can see how we are finishing this platform. The pulleys, later on the cables, which are here ready to be installed. I think this unit is a part of a batch going to the UK in a couple of weeks, I think. Well, we can go on with the visit. We can see here straight on the alignment scissor lift area. Okay. This morning we were finishing MOT and MOT scissor lift 5.5 ton. Now yes, I think we are also finishing another unit of this 5.5 ton alignment scissor lift. We can see here also the control unit. Now we are standardizing for 2021. We will standardize our models for the alignment scissor lift into two models: 4-ton, 4.2-meter platform, and 5.5-ton, 5.4-meter platform. Two models, standardizing. Velion is standardizing. And here we are getting into the assembling of the scissor lift area. Here we can see in this part all the parts already finished here in the factory. Okay, the coverings, this is a platform for a scissor lift, the arms, the scissors, every part here. And here in this other side, we are preparing the next batch of scissor lifts. We produce the scissor lifts in batches of 10 units, 10 by 10. First 10, then another 10. Here are the bases ready to be finished. The cylinders also here. Here are some units of the bases in C4 zinc coating to prevent rusting. This is a special coating we give here for the bases. It's an optional for the scissor lifts. Our main range of scissor lifts are the 1 meter high low rise, the high rise 2 meters high, 3.5 ton, and from now on, the lifting table for batteries of the electrical vehicles. When we go on with the visit, we can see here the testing bay of the electromechanical two-post lifts. This is the area where we are testing all these units once finished and once assembled. Okay. All those units, for example, of electromechanical lifts, two-post lifts, are ready to be tested also, waiting their turn. And well, here in our right hand, we can see the star of this webinar. This is the 4EC 1600. This is our two-post hydraulic lift with no cable, no pulleys. Now I will give the turn to my colleague Manuel Castell, the engineering director of the company. Good afternoon, Manuel.
I want to say hello to everybody. I will try to explain the functions about our hydraulic two-pole lift. Um, First of all, I would like to say that the structural parts are based in our bestseller model, as we were showing one moment ago, that we are making this lift since 2012. So we have this type of lift in the market more than 8 years. So both models share the same structural parts. Small differences for adapt the electromechanical function to hydraulic function, but the structural parts are the same. Locks are the same, arms are the same, the column is the same. Um, Moreover, I would like to say that the columns are made in high resistant steel, are made in IS 355 steel, and the carriages and arms are made in a mix of several parts coated by flat plates. Some parts is 355, another part is 275, and the steel tubes are is 355 quality. Are standard structural tubes, but high resistance steel. If you remember one moment ago when we visit the manufacturer area, the welding robot was making one carriage similar like that. The carriage that the robot was made in is the electromechanical lift, but all the parts are similar or the same. Following the structural parts, the arms are made in the same procedure. Some parts are bending. The main part, the main body of the arm is made with a structural tube, and all parts are welded in rubber. Every part is made here, including the parts. The pads, sorry. The pads are made in the same machine that we make the spindle, and the rack, for instance, is cut in our laser cutting machine. All 100% of components of this lift and all our two-post lift are made here in our company. Another important part of this hydraulic lift is the cylinders. The cylinders are made in hydraulic tube, DIN 2397, and the smoothie of the inner surface is like a mirror. The rugosity is less than 0.2 mu, so it's a very smooth surface. With this final quality of the surface, the life time, the life of the seals is very, very, very long. If a customer keeps the oil in minimum right conditions, it seems that never can be replaced the seals. Other matter that I would like to show is the mechanical valve for do the bleeding procedure. The valve is made here in our company. So when the lift is in the mechanical end, the pressure move this pin, so permit that the oil pass from the one camera to another camera in order to keep the oil in the same level, in the same all the cameras are full of oil, are full of oil. Okay. The lift, we try at the end, we will show how is the lift package for send to the customer. We try to, our goal is try to do the assembly in the end user uh, very easy as we can. So this is the reason that the lift is 70%, 80% full assembled. The columns are full assembled. Only need to connect the electric wires and the hydraulic connections, but all the parts are assembled. Now I would like to show how we can install the arm in the lift. So it's easy to install. The arms are full assembled in the here in the company. No need any adjustment because are adjusted before delivery the lift and are easy to place. Only need to put the pin and the seeger on the bottom, and the arms and are all ready for work. The synchronization system of the lift is based in main and the slave cylinder. The main column has placed inner the hydraulic cylinder that has oil in the work area, and after do the bleeding procedure, all the oil that are in the work camera of the main cylinder pass by the bypass connections to the auxiliary camera. So with this type of valve, with this system, we can proceed to do the bleeding, not like I am now, my hands in oil. No, we can do the bleeding with any oil in our hands. So now I will show how can do the bleeding. Okay. We only need to lift till mechanical end, and when the lift is in the mechanical end, the valve that we show one moment ago is open and permits that the oil pass to the another camera. Now it's doing the procedure. Okay, so the lift is all ready for use. Another safety characteristic, you can go down, is that if you where heading the lift. Always when the lift is going up and when it's going down, the lift is always locked. If we stop the movement, the lift lock. And when we go up, sorry, and stop, the lift always is locked. The, the steep of this lock is 60 millimeters. So each 60 millimeters, the lift is always locked. Inner the column, there are the two locks that lock with the rack. The locks are moved by the electromagnet. This electromagnet is the same that we are using more than 40 or I don't know 40 50 years in our four-post lift. No need air. It's only electrical lock and unlock. Apart of that, in order to prevent any movement, the connection between the cylinder and the valves are with a rigid tube, and inner the connectors there are control flow valves in order to prevent if any oil leak can be produced, the lift cannot go down immediately because the control flow valves stop the movement or reduce the movement. And the racks, the locks, stop the movement. Okay. Moreover, you see that when the lift is going down, before arrive at the end, the lift stop, and you need to press the down button again in order to save the feet. Is the feet protection system. More safety, in order to prevent any small oil leak, there are two sensors. We can go we can go up a little bit. There are two switches on the bottom in each column. The function of this switch is that if will be a small difference in the height of the carriage, more than 1.5 centimeters, the lift can now go up. You need to check what's going on the lift, if there is any oil leak or if there is any desynchronization. It's no normal because the main and auxiliary, the main and the slave system is a system that always keep the oil in the movement in the same position. Now I would like to show, in order to prevent any obstacle, how the lift works. In the main column, there are on the top one switch. I will show you in the column that we have here. There is placed this switch that the cylinder is hanging. So if there is any obstacle, the cylinder moves up, and when the switch is activated, the movement is stopped immediately. And in the auxiliary column, we have placed here a pressure valve that when this valve detects that there is no pressure on this cylinder because there is any obstacle, the lift stops immediately. I will show you in the lift. Always independent if there is load or there is no load. It's the same for the bleeding procedure. Now, after check the obstacle system, we will make a bleeding procedure with load. We recommended do the bleeding procedure without load, but there is no problem that the customer do the bleeding procedure with load. We can go up. This weight is a standard car, a standard big car, 2.2 tons, more or less. The lift always, before go down, go up, unlock the rack. No, go. The lift stop immediately. Now we will do the same in the another column, in the auxiliary column. The lift stop immediately. Now we will proceed to do the bleeding with load. The lift will go to the end. We press the bleeding button in order to save the limit upper switch. Now the lift is, the bleeding was did. So the maintenance in this lift is only keep the oil in right conditions. I forget show you the sliders that we use in this lift. Those sliders are made in polyamide 11. It's a special plastic. It's polypropylene that has an addition of one special lubricated material. So those type of sliders permit the use with a small quantity of grease or without grease included, but always we recommended place grease in the slider. And maybe that's all. Our goal is try to make this type of lift with reduce the maintenance, reduce the installation, reduce the maintenance using parts with a low maintenance, removing parts as steel cables in order to avoid any maintenance, and with the pre-assembled parts, our standard time for install the lift in the customer site is no more than 3.5 hours or 4 hours, not more than 4 hours for install. Okay, maybe that's all. I will pass the microphone to my colleague Jose.
Thank you, Manuel. Thank you very much. It's been very, very interesting. Well, I think only before finishing, I would like to. Yeah, yeah. I would like to show you one thing. This is how you will see the lift once you receive in your installation. When you unpack the lift, you will see this. One side the column, as Manuel told us, pre-assembled. This is very, very important. The carriages, the pads we saw before, okay, the pads, the hoses, more hoses, and everything will go pre-assembled. So I think definitely very reliable lift and very easy installation, less than 3.5 hours to install. This is very important and very helpful, and low maintenance. No spindles, no cables, no pulleys. So fully hydraulic two-push lift. Thank you very much all for your time. Thank you to be with us for these 30, perhaps 35 minutes. I think time is gold. So thank you very much for staying with us. And I hope to see you soon in our next webinar, which I hope we will be doing, performing in perhaps 1 month in December. See you soon. Thank you very much all. Thank you.